Do you think that love is all chemistry? Just chemistry? Some scientists will tell you that love is just chemistry. The hormones and the electricity in the brain create feelings that have nothing to do with reality. Suddenly the world becomes a very wonderful place to be in. We see all the wonderful things around us. We forget about the wars and the problems and the difficulties and all the things that need to be fixed, and we feel secure. That isn't the real world, right? But that's what happens to us when we're in love. And then we have all these theories about how long it lasts. Is it 9 months, a year and a half, all kinds of research that prove that love is just chemistry. I don't believe that anything is just one thing. I always see the combination of things. And I think that the feeling a person has when they first fall in love is definitely also chemistry. But that chemistry can also work after 10 years of marriage and after 20 years of marriage. It depends on how you get that chemistry working. Okay? And quickies apparently don't get that kind of chemistry working. And maybe that's why a lot of people think it goes away. But if you realize that love is something that takes time, and especially if a person is ill, they need a lot more time. And many times, timing between a man and a woman, two people who are in a sexual relationship, might be different. One person might be a morning person and one person might be a night person. When do they usually find the time to meet? The right time for both of them. What changes do they have to make in their love life to adapt to the new situation? When our love chemistry is working, we don't only feel secure, we feel belonging. We feel a part of someone. We feel that we can trust the world. These feelings might be provoked by chemistry, but the feelings are very, very real for the person. And when a person is sick, what can be more ideal than trusting? Trusting the therapy, trusting the doctor. It's so important to have those feelings. But if you're not touching, and you're not loving, and you're not holding, and you're not having a sexual relationship, you won't have those feelings. So my job is to encourage love, even though it seems to be the most unnatural thing to do when you're feeling bad. But because in order to do something, you need to feel strong, you learn how to manage your illness in a more positive way. You speak to a dietitian. You speak to a naturalist. You speak to the doctor more about how you're feeling so the doctor can respond, give you feedback. You ask more questions of the nurses. And you learn more about your situation and about what you can do to have more control of what's going on. Maybe you drink more often because the nurse told you that you're going to dry up. But that's not enough. You have to be reminded to drink. And when you realize that you can't do everything on your own, you learn how to seek help. You ask a friend to come, not to be your company, because you're too weak for company, but just to be there. So if you need something, you can ask them to bring you. Or they can remind you that there's water, or there's a drink, or there's juice. So these are little things that have to do with acclimating to the new situation and organizing your life in a new way. It's not just love. It's a lot of little things to bring you, to enable you to have and want love.